Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or find a way to lose. Eddie Hearn seemed to have found a way to win. And I have an opinion on what's going on between Eddie Hearn, the British Board of Boxing and Control, and also Connor Benn. I just have a hunch that Connor Benn's going to be back sooner than later. Giving up that license was a strategic move, and that he and Eddie Hearn and his team are playing chess. Because Eddie Hearn believes that the star-crossed fight between Connor Benn and Eubank Jr., he keeps saying that it's salvageable, right? And I don't understand how the fight can be salvageable, especially the blow that Connor Benn's character has taken. And I understand there's money on the table. I get it. Big money on the table to see these two young men get in their fight. The father's name, the legacy, and I get it. But I don't think what happened with Connor Benn has made the fight bigger. I think it's probably on everyone's radar, the fact that these two young men were going to have a fight, and the people weren't familiar with their fathers and what their fathers had gone through. Now they're familiar. But what people are now really thinking about when it comes to Ben and when it comes to Eubank Jr. is ped usage. And as a result, people started peeling the layers back and digging into Nigel Benn and Eubank Sr. and their fights. And in particular, Nigel Benn, all the accusations of him taking performance-enhancing drugs. So when Eddie Hearn is saying the fight's salvageable, I think that's a little bit selfish on his part. And I'm not saying he's delusional. I think at the end of the day, if money's involved, big money, things happen. But I really have a feeling that, and this is why most of the stuff that a lot of the people do on YouTube or tweeting stuff, it's all opinion. Some people get passionate about it and they want to talk their own facts. Bunch of clowns, right? I'm telling you, I have a channel, I give my opinion. It's not a fact, it's my opinion. Sometimes we're right, sometimes we're wrong. There's a lot of factual information provided, but at the same time, I like to give my opinion, okay? But I think Eddie Hearn knows that Connor Benn's going to be back by the summer. I think he already knows what he's looking at as far as the punishment and everything else. That's why Eddie Hearn's kind of quieted down about Connor Benn's situation. Because one, he was advised to, because it could have hurt him. But I really think there have been some talks, kind of, hey, this is the direction we should go. It's almost like a plea bargain deal. Look, just take this and be done. Let's not go and fight this. Let's not try to prove that you're innocent. It's in your system. End of the day, just accept it. It's almost like a cop pulling you over, checking your pockets, finding some illegal contraband. Don't go to court talking about you're innocent, right? Just plea deal out of it, take whatever it is, the lesser charge, and let's just roll out of here. And that's what I think's going on here. I could be wrong, but I doubt it, because he keeps talking about how the fight's salvageable and Connor Benn should be returning by the summer. Now, we all know what happened, man. The 157 catch weight, Connor Benn, Eubank Jr., guys are supposed to fight, I think it's maybe about a month ago now. And just kind of piggybacking on the father's fierce rivalry that took place back in the 90s. But a couple of days out, we know Ben had the positive test for clomiphene, it's a fertility drug, raises testosterone levels, could be up to 200%. And it also doubles as a masking agent for bigger and much stronger peds. There was a whistleblower, many believe. Matter of fact, I have no doubt it was Eubank Sr. But there were a lot of people who knew what was going on. They were just going to let everything fly underneath the radar and for the fight to happen. But the information got to the Daily Mail. they aired it, and everything just started to kind of fall apart. Okay? Now, the British Boxing Board of Control, when you're underneath a microscope like that, and you're such a large organization, supposed to have integrity, you can't help but do what they did, which is they refused to sanction the fight. So it is what it is, man. And although Hearn and Eubank promoter Kel Sauerland, they were like, you know what, we're going to go ahead and move forward with it. And, they were talking all kind of stuff about, it was Vada who found it, and, it wasn't UCAT, and, how Billy Joe Saunders was treated, how Dillian White was treated. Why are they doing something different? They've kind of set a precedence. Just a bunch of smoke and mirrors, man, a bunch of BS. But anyway, even if that would have gained some kind of momentum, right? Ben had tested positive for the damn drug on another occasion earlier in the summer. Like, these are facts, okay? So that just didn't help Connor Benn's case. But anyway, according to Hearn, the hearing with the British Boxing Board of Control has already begun. And he believes that Connor Benn's going to be vindicated if he gets a fair trial. So Eddie Hearn saying he's not sure Connor Benn will get a fair trial, but he wants to trust the process. Now, if there is a ban, Hearn believes that there won't be an onerous penalty or burdensome penalty. He believes that, at the end of the day, we'll see Connor Benn and Eubank Jr. get back in the ring. Not sure if it'll be in the summer, but he anticipates that Connor Benn should be ready to fight by the summer. We know Eubank Jr. is supposed to be fighting Liam Smith. Hopefully that fight takes place. It's not going to be an easy fight. Liam Smith can fight. And Eubank Jr. has brought Roy Jones back on for that fight. But we're going to see what happens. But at the end of the day, it almost sounds like Eddie Hearn's, his plan is for Eubank Jr. to fight late this year and then pick up and fight Connor Benn next year. And I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen. But if Connor receives a ban, he's going to be fighting again. I'm just not sure when exactly Connor Benn is going to be getting it on. So they're looking at maybe around July. But we'll see. We'll see. If it comes back even sooner, I won't be surprised. Look, there's every opportunity when you're looking at the facts that maybe he does or doesn't get a ban, And when it comes to boxing politics, when it comes to money, and just the position that Eddie Hearn plays over there and the people he knows, look, don't be surprised if Connor Benn, don't be surprised if Connor Benn's fighting in damn February, March. Like, just don't be surprised. He's going to be returning at some point. We know that it's a big fight for Connor Benn to fight whoever he comes back fighting, because people are going to want to see, one, is he going to pass the damn drug test? Two, how's he going to perform? Now, if he comes out there and he just looks, doesn't look strong, doesn't look explosive, what we have grown to expect when you see him in the ring, if he's not showing those qualities, kind of like Margarito Cotto. Cotto was handling his business. Margarito wasn't just chopping him down like he did in the first fight. But I will tell you this, Margarito still had great stamina. And I don't care what you say, if the referee didn't stop that fight, Cotto would have been in trouble. But Cotto wasn't all, like that first fight, Margarito Cotto, that was horrible. Horrible what Margarito did to Cotto, man. They should have never let that man come in. Like, that shit was wrong. And if you know the Billy Collins story with Louis Resto, it's crazy, man. Crazy. You can mess up a person's life, man. So with Connor Benn, if he comes back and he looks like someone different, can't get people out of it, and especially if he loses, people are going to say he's been cheating all along. That's what they're going to say. And people are already saying that, but at the end of the day, speculation, no proof. But he's going to have to come back strong, and kind of pick up where he left off if he wants people to get back on the Connor Benn bandwagon. But Eubank Jr. is not going to wait around for anybody. He's going straight for it. And if he does lose to Liam Smith, I don't think it really impacts the Connor Benn fight. Maybe it does, but at the end of the day, there's two big names. people will still want to watch it. But I'm just not sure if it's almost like the world awaits with Mayweather and De La Hoya. It's kind of like what happened over there in the UK with Connor Benn and Eubank Jr. Now it's not like that. But people will still be intrigued and will want to watch it because it's a good rivalry. But that being said, I think a ban is necessary at the end of the day. Who am I? But at the end of the day, y'all keep cool. Appreciate the support. Shout out to the veterans. Shout out to everybody from all seven continents. And as always, I'm in the breeze.